Chattanooga, boy had $1 and a dime. Headed out for Nashville on the Hard Rock Line. I'm working on that old steamboat and I learned to ride and steer. When my feet had touched dry land, how happy I did feel.
Who's there? Connecting rod. That's good.
With S&P Automotive. We make parts for Mark 1s, make your Mark 1 fast.
What do you got?
I got a TDI in my Cub van. It's a 2003 ALH. We put a big turbo on it and a big pump and big injectors. And after that, we just drove it. It's got about 15,000 miles on it. Yeah, O2J. Yeah. It all came out of a 2003 Beetle. It's the only good thing Beetle's made for. My favorite product?
Yeah, what gives you like the most joy as you send it out?
Somebody who was putting a TDI in a Mark 1.
I've said it before, it's not the cheapest swap.
No, it's not the cheapest, but it is the best.
It is the best power delivery.
Yep. This had our rod linkage in it before, and it had a cable clutch in it before, and the week leading up to this, I decided I wanted to put cable shift in it and hydro clutch. So we did that right before I came, and it drove it down here. It worked beautifully. A Mark III Master, and then we used like a Eurovan Slave mounted up underneath the dash. It's using one of our Mark I tower shifters. Whole lot of motorsports for just a delivery van. It's got a super short throw. It's real crisp.
You guys have managed to bring them at a more reasonable price point too, which is
that unit right there is right at like 720 bucks.
Right. It's not cheap, but when you consider what the alternative is, that almost double that.
Right. True.
You're doing what you can to make it better, because that's not exactly something you whip together and on a Sunday morning.
Right. Right.
That's not cheap to make, produce.
Don't touch the pointy end.
How is that in this?
It's wonderful.
I'll bet.
Yeah, we can put one in your Rabbit whenever you're ready. I like the supporting mods. I like when I see that somebody's ordered, TDI specific parts, because a lot of our mounts fit multiple things. But when I see that it's they've ordered a ALH timing kit, or they've ordered an ALH intake adapter or something like that, I know that they're doing a diesel, and it makes me smile. Yep, makes me smile.
Yeah, I've said it all the time. The best swap, not the cheapest, but if you have a little money to spend, do the TDI swap. The instant power, it makes you giggle like a little kid.
Yeah, this one, we dynoed this, I think in 2010 down here. It was 325 foot-pounds, about 170 horse, all stock internal motor, it's bolt-on parts for that. We did put a bigger turbo and pump on it, yep. But internals are all stock. Turbo is just the VNT 17 that was available in Europe. Pump is just an 11 millimeter automatic TDI pump. A bigger head, more fuel. Supply chain is absolutely wrecked. It has been nothing but a frustration. I feel like I can get in front of it, and I feel like a lot of companies right now are using it as an excuse for any reason that they can, and I definitely don't want to be there. Yes, we have problems with it, but you can get in front of it. You just have to do more work on the front end. You have to see further ahead and say, okay, I used to order with a 30-day out. I now have to order for 90 days out. But at the same time, as long as you're selling the product, it's fine. I believe that I'm still going to have a business next year and the year after, so I don't mind investing in stock.
That was day one in Helen for us. We arrived to town Thursday afternoon, unloaded the car, dropped the trailer off, and checked into the Airbnb, and had to scurry right on over to the Mark 1 meet. So already short on time, showing up late to that. I start making my first sweep around the parking lot, trying to cover the cars that are there. I run into Michael from Budget Builds, and he shows us and takes us for a ride in the Mark 1 electric race car. By the time we finished with that was about an hour and a half later. Go and finally get to catch up with Sal from S&P Auto. Before you knew it, the meet's over. Parking lot's already half empty. So the only downside to the weekend is there's almost too much to do and not enough time to do it. Which if you're working a booth or doing media, you'll find yourself kind of scurrying to get to do everything or talk to everybody. Really not a bad thing, just something to keep in mind. If you're going to go when the meet starts, especially if you're going to have a car that should be inside that get-together. Then day two, here we are. I wake up with a missed call and text messages from Clint at like 3 or 4 in the morning. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Clint doesn't drink or smoke, so to see him up that late, it's like, okay, what did you break? You'll get to see that little side quest rescue mission in just a moment. This is just kind of B-roll stuff. I'm going to include whatever feels like it's worth watching in here. Be sure to check out the other videos from the last few weeks. We caught up with Volksfair, Eurocraft, People's Car Podcast at the pre-2K meet. Very nice variety of all sorts of different cool pre-2000s type cars, and got a chance to let those guys talk about the Roots Classic show coming up this September. If you don't know about it yet, think the indoor submissions are closed. There's still outdoor parking, exhibition, all sorts of good stuff. Same idea as this weekend. There's going to be get-togethers and meets all through the weekend, so don't really worry about whether or not you could still get into the main inside show. If you have a car that's worth showing, there's still going to be exhibition, all sorts of good stuff for you to show off your work. But really, the point of that weekend is going to be to just show up and hang out. Mini golf, the boardwalk. Basically, what I'm getting at is I'm going to make a playlist, and I'll link it in the description for the video here. I'll lay things out in a better chronological order. You know, the interview with Mike from Budget Builds, the Volksfair video, all that good stuff. It seems like we're going to be filming Roots Classic, Wildwood, New Jersey, this September, the weekend of September 11th. Same thing. Check the description, click the link. So, made it to Helen. We got a decent little fleet in the driveway alone. Clint McMillan smashed his pan, snapped his steering rack in half on his E30.
I think she'll go on, probably. She looks right as rain. Rain in New Jersey, but she looks right as rain.
They don't really wanna hear the truth no more. Think they scared how I make them feel. And you could say anything you want about me. I ain't worried, that don't make it real. They don't really wanna hear the real no more. Think they scared how I make them.